FC231 in the house, bringing you, nope, you are not seeing double vision here. You are seeing two different Brachiosaurus dinosaurs. Now these guys are both from a company called Schleich, and one is an older model and the other one is a more recent model. But before I get into the details of these two guys, the Brachiosaurus, obviously, its diet was mostly plants, nicknamed arm lizard, simply because the front part of them was long, I believe. It was a longer, the front parts were longer than the back. So their back legs were shorter, the front parts were longer, hence long arms. Their habitat, they lived mostly in open plains. It was rumored that the Brachiosaurus lived in water. Water levels that were like up to here, and their neck would stick out, and they would just stay in water. But that's not necessarily true. They were in open grassy plain fields, anywhere open, similar to that of like gazelles and cows and stuff. These guys lived during the Jurassic period, 208 to 145 million years ago. The Brachiosaurus was roughly 85 feet long, could have been a bit longer, maybe 90 feet long, but its average length was 85 feet long. So, the more recent edition of the Brachiosaurus released by Schleich was this Brachiosaurus here. This one was released in 2011. As you can see, it is in a brown color scheme, pretty much brown throughout its body. It has like a medium brown color with some hints of a lighter brown, like stripes on them. Very shiny, as you can see. Very detailed. You can see the layers and wrinkles of skin. Pebble-like texture. Close-up of that. You can see Schleich did a good job on giving this dinosaur its proper skin layer. Look at that texture and everything. These were the stripes I was talking about, like a light brown stripe. And the folds of skin, even on its underside. And then even on the bottom of their foot, here of their feet, has a similar lines and texture. Kind of looks like that of a tree stump. When you cut the tree, you can tell how old the tree was just by counting the rings. Kind of looks like that a bit. Now this Brachiosaurus measures roughly about 13 inches long at a height level of about 8 inches. So this one was the more recent one, released in 2011. Put him on the side. Now this one is a lot larger. It's an extra large sized Brachiosaurus, released from Schleich as well. This is a bigger one here. This one has kind of like an ash color to it, kind of grayish. And I have to kind of back up a bit because he is large. And the same amount of detail put on him as well. Texture, lines, pebble-like skin. It almost looks leathery. You can see the folds as well, layers of skin. Its foot, its back feet. Brachiosaurus dinosaurs always had one or two toes that had a longer nail than the rest of the toes. Its underside, same deal, little rings of line, folds of skin. This one kind of also has some kind of like little stripes, not too noticeable though. And this one was the older model, which was released in 2007. I believe it is retired. They are not producing this Brachiosaurus anymore. And this one measures 17 inches long, 12 inches in height. Here's a close-up of the smaller Brachiosaurus head. It has black eyes, completely black eyes. You can see its nostrils located on the top. Most of these dinosaurs, their nostrils were on the top rather than on the front here. It has a closed mouth, visible teeth. And on the other side, same thing. Here is a close-up of the bigger Brachiosaurus. This one, the eyes are not completely black like the smaller one. This one has yellow eyes, black pupils. Once again, nostrils on the top, closed mouth, visible teeth. And same thing on the other side of its head. Alright, so for my final verdict on these two Brachiosaurus dinosaurs, for the first one here, which was the one released in 2011, I'm going to give this one 3 stars. 3 stars because, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it's a really well put Brachiosaurus dinosaur. There is detail. You can see detail, amounts of detail everywhere. And I mean, overall, it's a good figurine to have. I just feel like it's a tad bit too small, like kind of like not accurate to the proper height of a Brachiosaurus dinosaur. I just feel like this one, it's smaller. It's more like a juvenile Brachiosaurus, like a baby sort of. But overall good, 3 stars. Now for this one, the much larger Brachiosaurus with detail everywhere, just like the previous one. This one, again, is the older version. In 2007, it was released. I like the color and everything. Even the eyes had that detailed yellow eyes, black pupils. It is a large figurine. This one, for the first time ever, I'm going to give this one 4 stars. I consider this a masterpiece. Brachiosaurus. Even the toenails have color, which are yellow. The color scheme I feel like is that of a Brachiosaurus, which may have looked like this back in the Jurassic period. And even the neck, everything is proportioned. Everything is properly done. So 4 stars on this one, a definite must-have. Again, this one's a retired Brachiosaurus, but I'm sure you can still find it on eBay or Amazon. This one was a gift, just like the other Brachiosaurus. They were both gifts, so I didn't buy these. They also have a Jurassic Park Brachiosaurus from Papo. So Papo does have a Brachiosaurus as well, which also looks good. But since this one was the first Brachiosaurus I received, I like this one better. So there you have it. Thank you for watching.